Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still doubled down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put you on game. I'm looking at the teachers. They may not know. I'm looking at some of the judges. They may not know. Who knows where that came from? Oh, wow. One person? Where'd that come from? Go ahead. Not like us. Not like us. Not like us. Now, have you heard that song? Come on, people. Wake up. It's okay for us to be different. It's okay. And I'll go further than that. It's actually a great thing for us not to be the same. It's okay to be not like us. Why did I become a lawyer? A lot of reasons. One reason is my family. And I think back to the 50s with my parents. And my parents lived in a region where my mom had just graduated from college. And my dad was still in college. So they were trying to figure out a place to live. And my mom is like, I'm going to go through the newspaper, and I'm going to figure out where can I rent. Because, we didn't have the internet in the 50s, of course. So my mom goes to the newspaper. She finds these great houses. She'd call and say, hey, is that place available? They go, yeah. She'd get in their car. She'd drive down. She'd knock on the door. You know what? It's weird. The place was rented out. Like in about 10 minutes. Somehow, someone rented out that house. My mom would go back. She'd grab a little crumpled newspaper, and she'd kind of look through. She'd find another place. She'd call, is this place available? Of course it is. She'd go. Drive down there, knock, knock, knock. Open up. They look at her, and can you believe it again? This is the second time that there was not a place available. And this happened time after time after time. Which state was this in? Guess. Someone. Where? Someone just yell it out. What state? Go ahead. Your guess, Washington. Anyone else have a guess of which state this happened in? This happened in Kirkland. Kirkland, Washington. And my mom was one of the first black teachers for the Kirkland School District. And she had to live with my dad in the basement of a white teacher because she was not allowed to live in Kirkland at the time. Why do I do this? Why did I become a lawyer? I became a lawyer because back in the day, you're going to learn about a case, Price versus Evergreen Cemetery. I grew up with the Price family. I knew the Price kids. I knew about that situation and how it affected those people. That's one of the reasons I became a lawyer. Why else did I become a lawyer? Because of some of the things that happened to me. I remember, because I had to kind of show my parents made it clear to me they were not going to buy me a car. But my dad told me, hey, kid, when you graduate from high school and when you're 18, you can do whatever you want. Well, I had no money. So I bought a motorcycle. I thought, well, this will kind of get it around. Mom was not thrilled about that, as you can imagine. But my dad said, well, I did tell him he can do it. So I'm riding my motorcycle, and lo and behold, police would follow me. I got pulled over because I didn't know how to ride one, even though I had the special license. I got pulled over because I was trying to avoid an officer, and I didn't even know he was behind me. So I thought, you know what? I'm probably going to get rid of this motorcycle. I'm going to move up, and I'm going to get a Jeep. So I got a car, and through law school, I waited tables. That's how I paid for school, and that's how I paid for where to live. And I was driving home, closing a restaurant. It must have been on I-5 around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got pulled over by an officer. He pulled me over. He goes, do you know why I pulled you over? I go, no, I have no idea why. He goes, because you threw a cigarette out of your car. I don't smoke. I've never smoked a day in my life. I've never tried a cigarette. But he got his flashlight, went through my car, and checked around. Another time I was driving, I got pulled over because my mirror was bent in too close to my car, and he didn't like the angle. Another time I was pulled over because he wanted to know about, did I commit a burglary in the area because someone stole guns? It happens. And you think, where is this, 1950s? No. No. And matter of fact, I remember when I came to this, wasn't this courtroom, it was 2 floors down. I was excited. A brand new attorney. I had a brand new case. I had my suit, brand new suit. I got my shoes, had to put in a credit card because I couldn't afford it. Walk in, and Jeff Robinson knows this, for sentencings, you got to report. Prosecutors got to say, hey, I'm here. Defendants say, I'm here. Attorneys say, I'm here. So I walk up. I say, hey, Ms. Bailiff, something just like right here. Robert Flennaugh, I'm here. She says, great. Oh, Mr. Flennaugh, you're not on the list today. Well, that's weird. So I go, okay, just check again. My name's weird. It's Flennaugh. It's hard to spell, so I get it. So I go, hey, Robert Flennaugh, please check again. They look. It's not there. You in the front, why couldn't this person find my name? You. Sure. Anyone else? Why? What's your guess? Absolutely right. You are 100% right. So when I walked in, all proud, saying, hey, I'm here, they said, oh, I don't see your name. And I looked and I saw my name. I didn't help her out. I go, I see my name. Do you see my name? And it kind of clicked. Oh, yes, Mr. Flennaugh, I see your name right here. Thurgood Marshall did inspire me. He inspired me because he helped us frame that we can make a difference. How do we defend the minority? How do we protect others? And I was asked to just make a mention about the Constitution and how it affects others also. Why does the Constitution matter? Why does Thurgood Marshall matter? Because life matters. Does Kendrick Lamar versus Drake matter? Yeah, maybe, sure. It's stuff that's out there. LeBron versus Michael Jordan, yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. We want to know that. Instagram, yeah, who's on Instagram? The prom's going to come up for some people. Dances, everything else, that stuff matters. But so does life. And so does politics. The Constitution gives us the freedom to do what we want, but also the responsibility to protect others. We need rules. There's nothing that I liked better, well, first of all, about school is snow days. Snow days was number one. I loved a good snow day. But if it wasn't snow days, there's something about the substitute teacher, right? Oh, the substitute teacher. Why? Because it was a little different. You can come a little late. Ms. Freeman, I got to go to the bathroom again. Go ahead. She doesn't know. Oh, that test tomorrow, that was delayed. Oh, sure. But after a while, especially for the substitutes that were there for a while, you didn't want that person anymore. You realized you weren't learning, that there was no structure, and some of the bullies that were unchecked by the teacher came out even more. Real quickly, there are 3 branches of government. There is the executive powers, that's the president. There's the legislative power, that's the Congress. And that's the judicial power, and that's what we're talking about by Thurgood Marshall. And all 3 branches are so important. But because this is Marshall's Day, we're going to talk more about the judicial stuff. You can make a difference. You can make a difference. There are things that are happening in your backyard that are affecting the nation today. On January 27th, Judge Kuhnauer, just down the road at a courthouse, said that he blocked President Trump's executive order denying citizenship to children of parents living illegally in the United States. That's a judge who made a decision on his own, of course part of our judicial system, that affects everyone in the nation. You can make a difference. Even one person can make a difference. He's getting death threats because of it, but he stood up for what was right. On February 25th, and Jeff Robinson didn't tell you this, but one of his own partners, a former partner, Judge Whitehead, just down the road again, he said he blocked the President Trump's effort to halt the refugee of admission systems. And he argued, and Judge Whitehead found, that you can't nullify laws that are passed by Congress. But what's special about that? He looks like many of you. He's a black man, a little younger than me. He grew up in the Seattle area. He went to the University of Washington, went to Seattle U Law School. He is one of you. And by himself, he showed that he can make a difference. So what do I want? I want a call to action. I want you to do something. It doesn't matter your race, your nationality, your religion, or sex, but I want you to take a stand, and I want you to be informed. Justice Marshall said, the measure of a country's greatness is its ability to retain compassion in times of crisis. So here's my question for you. Are you compassionate? Are you looking out for injustice? Are you looking out for that minority? Are you looking to protect others when you can? Not like us, not like us, not like us. That's okay. It's a great thing. But, Justice Marshall said something else. He said, the United States has been called the melting pot of the world, but it seems to me that the colored man either missed getting in the pot or he got melted down. Are you getting melted down? Are you getting made and bent in a way that you don't want to be? I want you to stand up. You can make a difference, so I'm going to ask you. Can you make a difference? Oh, come on. That's not going to make a difference of anything. I want you to hurt Jeff Robinson's ears. Can you make a difference? Yes. Can you make a difference? Yes. One more time. Can you make a difference? Yes. Thank you.